Well, that was a incredible first half. It was I
Incredibly
mean,
well
there's
officiated first
oh
half.
my God. I mean, uh,
I challenge Mexican fans to accept that. What would you do if you actually had to play 11 on 11 just once? Because I've never seen you actually have to do it. I mean, you guys still complain about Robin's dive in the World Cup, and my comment was it was Marquez, and the shit you guys do game, and the way
Chicharito over and
referees just
over and
hand it
over
to you.
again.
I
Yeah,
can't stand that guy. I
the thing
cannot
with
stand that guy.
Chicharito is he even sells it. Like he'll 10 minutes later he'll still be wincing. He wasn't hurt.
Yeah. Oh
He was
no,
not
no.
hurt.
Honestly, I wish he had broken his neck. Salcedo should be off. That guy, that guy's becoming the next Marquez.
Yeah.
Gold Cup too. That guy's a scumbag. I cannot. The Gold Cup and then also the Confederations Cup play-in. That guy's a scumbag.
You know how
he should not be out there.
you know how in
I'm
terrible
sorry.
neighborhoods the little crimes get blown off
Oh
because
yeah,
they
yeah,
just
yeah,
overwhelm the police with so many
yeah.
crimes
And
that,
that's
that's
basically
what
it.
happens with these CONCACAF refs. They can't handle all of the shit, the chippiness, the diving, the stuff that they coach from an early age that we see at all levels with Mexico. They can't handle that, and so they just get overwhelmed, and so they don't call it, or they get scared of the environment and they don't call it. What a bullshit first half performance from that ref. Seriously.
Yeah, yeah.
Mexico should have 10 men. Chicharito should at least have a yellow for all the
Yep.
simulation that he always pulls and you know is coming.
Yeah, yeah. The
That's
worst part for me is, like, diving is such a joke amongst like non-soccer fans, but it's hated by soccer fans because you know the guys who do it and you know that they're going to do it, and then they do it every single time, and the referees are like, "This is the first time I've ever seen this." I mean, Chicharito, Diego Costa are like two of the worst in the world about like, "Oh, everything happened to me. Oh, look at me." Like, shut up. Get up and play the game. And if you can't do it, then lay down and be hurt. I don't care.
It's amazing that a country that prides itself on machismo
has so
falls
little
to the ground and pretends to be
Yeah.
hurt all the time.
Yeah.
Seriously, look yourself in the eye, Mexico. Seriously. Okay, let's unpack that first half. Michael Bradley's goal was ridiculous, and it was such a ridiculous, amazing one-off goal that I didn't even get the sense that it was just a freak thing. You know, like it was exciting and cool, but it wasn't like we got it from our tactics. It was just, a steal and recognize the keeper's off his line and shoot. Mexico's goal, however, objectively was beautiful. Ochoa's throw was dead on perfect.
Carlos V is not a bad player. I will hand it to him.
And I wish that Carlos 5 had done that stuff for
Did
Arsenal.
I say Carlos V? I meant to say Carlos 5.
I wish Carlos 5 had done that stuff for Arsenal, but he made the Ochoa throw was beautiful, and Carlos Vela made DeMarcus Beasley look old. That was a fantastic goal for Mexico.
I mean, drew him wide and then cut inside and had him the whole way. I mean, Ochoa's throw was like up there with Howard's in 2010 at the World Cup against Algeria, where it was like that was like a 40-yard throw dead on. Like inch perfect. I mean, I'll even give it to him. But yeah, no, that was the
Dominic Gonzalez
has atrocious.
Dominic Gonzalez.
Not that it's not to be expected. I mean, this is what happens every single time, but it still pisses me off every single time. And that's where I'm like, you know what? What would happen if like they didn't have to play, or if they didn't get to play 12 on 11 every single game? Because I've yet to really see the U.S. truly get like home field advantage anywhere. Mexico gets it everywhere.
We've got multiple calls for Fabian going in for DeMarcus Beasley. I completely agree. Zusi was warming up and that scares the crap out of me.
That to me is a mistake. Mexico is too talented and too fast to send in Graham Zusi. Fabian, I'm sorry, a tired Fabian has got to be better than Zusi. And how tired is he really?
I can't imagine that Fabian can't come in and play a half for you. So, it was not boring. I'll give it that. I mean, that was a phenomenal first half. If you just like exciting soccer, you like dramatic stuff, you like emotional stuff. It was crazy.
I mean, really, Acosta for in a sense, you could almost say his first World Cup qualifier. I mean, he's played,
Yeah.
but he's always come in later and things like he's not really he's not been a consistent player in this. And to come in, he and Bradley, especially in the first 20, 25 minutes, were holding down the center of the field. And it was their pressure that was forcing Mexico into like those errant passes, long balls over the top, things that were quickly turned back to us. That's part of what led to Bradley winning that ball that led to that caused his goal. It was that there was so much pressure off those guys that Mexico couldn't hold the ball. They couldn't. I mean, it was fun to listen to the Olays die so quickly, which I always think that's such an arrogant thing to do. Do not start doing things like that right off the bat.
That's why I Olay
like an asshole, and it invites. I know. It invites the other team to it encourages them to fight back because you sound like assholes. I didn't like. I mean, it was fun when Pulisic said, "Oh, we're going to go there and win," because I like that. I like the cocky confidence in a young kid like that. But on the whole, never say something like that out loud because you don't want to give them extra fodder to fight you.
I don't care. I like it coming from Pulisic. He didn't have the best first half. I think Mexico came out in their own crazy strategy, and it seems to have. Pulisic didn't get the ball much.
Yeah, I mean, really, you have to say he's been one of kind of the disappointments to this point. Like he hasn't had a lot of chances to do a lot with the ball. He hasn't had a lot of great touches with the ball. Now a lot of that goes down to they've been marking him very well. They've
done a good job, yeah,
and kind of running him over the moment they get the chance. And clearly, you can get away with that.
Second half,
not if you're wearing white. Because every ticky-tack foul is called on the team in white, but the team in green, do whatever the hell you want. Just punch somebody in the face. It's okay, apparently.
And by the way, the blue looks different than this blue.
It does. Yeah,
maybe it's just the way the cameras are set up. But we got to get to a couple other things real quick before the second half starts. USA Today drops a story the second that they putoed Brad Guzan about the puto. So credit to USA Today for that. They had that planned, which was interesting.
Why? I want to know why Mexico's still allowed to play qualifiers in front of
one of these has to be in an empty stadium right now. Yep. I mean, it's
got to happen sooner or later.
And who do you guys like as subs in the second half? We talked about Fabian for Beasley. Do we want to see a change at forward for Bobby Wood? Do we want to see a change in tactics and maybe go with two forwards and drop Pulisic behind them, bring in Deuce? What do you guys think?
I don't want to take Bobby Wood off yet. I mean, it hasn't worked out yet, but a lot of that is just down to we haven't had that much sustained pressure or that many long balls that he can run onto. But there have been opportunities. There have been some chances. There's just been poor balls played to him. Like Pulisic had one that he was playing wide to Bobby, but just sent it too long and ended up rolling out of bounds for a throw in because he just put too much weight on it. And I think some of it is probably the environment. And some of it is that, he knows he's about to get stomped. So as much as, he's played Champions League, he's played in stadiums and environments at least this big. I don't know, when you're playing for your country in a World Cup qualifier and you're playing your biggest rival, it steps things up a little bit more. You might not be playing Cristiano Ronaldo today, but this has a way of meaning more to guys. So I'm not entirely sure that maybe Pulisic isn't a little bit nervous out there too, but we'll see. I don't know.
Yeah, I was going back and forth with El Tree fan. He agrees. Strange and amazing in the first half. I think from both team standpoints it was objectively one of the most entertaining first halves I've seen in a while. And it's winnable right now. Yeah, I say go for it.
I mean, if Bradley and Acosta can get back to winning the midfield, I think then you're looking at a result here for sure.
I think probably 30% chance Mexico wins this, 30% chance it's a draw, and
40% the U.S. wins. You're saying?
My math was bad there, but sure, what the hell? Maybe we're the front runners right now. So
I don't know if I'd go that far. It probably depends on if Fabian comes off like at half. I don't know if they've made a switch there. But yeah, if they have to make a second sub right now.
How enjoyable was it to see Fabian get hurt?
Trying to hurt
a dirty tackle.
Yeah. Yep. I wish it had been a serious injury. I honestly do. And it's not because I just wish injuries upon people. I mean, I have been known to do that sometimes. But to me, it's like, if you're acting like a scumbag and you get hurt, I hope it's bad. I hope you get punished for that. It's karmic. You should. And so I openly wish for bad injuries on people who deserve them. Like I always wish for one on Marquez.
All right, that's it for this.
And Chicharito. Yeah, we got to go because the game's coming back here in just a second.
We'll be back at after the game. You know where to find us right here. We expect to see you all here. And tell your friends. For now, you're done. Go USA.